Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. We've got another farewell Deeds stream. So yeah, what's happened is Deeds are finished now, and that last beer I had from them, I thought it'd be the last one, but I've managed to get 3 of their beers that they like their final brews. So pretty excited about it, and they're all 3 beers that like I'm looking forward to. So I've got a hazy IPA, which is a collab with one of my favourite Canadian breweries, Superflux, and that's at 6.5%. And then we've got a quadruple West Coast, which is at 12%. So that's going to be a big boy. And then an Imperial Pastry Stout, and that's at 12% as well, with the awesome name Supermassive Black Hole, the great Muse song. That one I think that's inspiration from the Snickers bar, because yeah, it talks about favorite chocolate nougat confectionery, chocolate, almond, vanilla. Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be unreal. So yeah, 3 different beers. I thought I'd just do like a small pour of each one, and yeah, it's such a shame that Deeds have finished. Like, in all honesty, they're one of our best craft breweries here. So yeah, it's quite a shame. The pandemic just ruined them when they built their flash new brew pub, and they just haven't been able to recover since. So we all hoped that someone would buy them out, or yeah, something had happened, but it just hasn't come to that. So yeah, all their beers were sort of sold, and a lot of kegs now are floating around Melbourne bars. So yeah, people are getting right behind them, even though they're finished. It's like they don't want it to happen to another one. So yeah, let's go the first beer. And cheers for chiming in. Who have we got? Bumpy and Daniel. Good to see you, boys. Yeah, Superflux, Bumpy. If you ever see their stuff, dude, they're unreal. They're from Vancouver, so other side of Canada. I've had quite a bit of Canadian craft, to be honest. So yeah, I've got my hashtag proper glassware. I better not go too big of a pour with 3 big beers. So yeah, the hops in this one: Mosaic, Citra, Galaxy, and Cowie and Nelson. So yeah, Cowie and Nelson's like the new sort of. There's a few new variants of Nelson Sorbin, I think. Yeah. Anyway, so in the glass, it's like a sort of like a dull orange, sort of in between yellow and orange. It's the head's not very. It's probably like half a head. I'd say medium body. Yeah, quite hazy. Does look pretty good. Let's go in for a whiff. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. It's public holiday for me, so it's Monday morning here, and I've got a big football game to watch later in the day. So I thought, let's do an early beer review. Oh, that smells unreal. Huge tropical fruit. Like straight up, I'm getting passion fruit and mango. is lemon and lime, and I'm talking Aussie football, Bumpy, the greatest sport in the world that not many other countries know about. So yeah, my team Melbourne play against Collingwood, which is another suburb of Melbourne. And yeah, it's a huge as clash. It's always been known as the Queen's birthday match, but now it's the King's birthday. And yeah, they'll probably get about 80,000 people there. The aroma on this is so punchy. Yeah, you're getting white grape as well. It's got like a real sort of like floral touch to it. Smells so good. I'm going in. So yeah, the percentage on this one again was 6.5. And yeah, I sort of wonder how much input Superflux have had with it because yeah, when I've had IPAs from them, I've been a massive fan. It's actually quite dank. Yeah, grassy. Definitely like that white grape. You're getting like that sort of like a green berry touch. I'm getting pineapple. I wasn't really getting pineapple on the aroma. Definitely passion fruit there. I'd say medium body still. It's got like more of like a soft, pillowy mouthfeel. Um, yeah, it's got like a sort of almost like a tart edge to it. And yeah, it's got like it's sort of slightly sweet initially, but then finishes a little bit dry. It's got a good balance to it, this beer. Sort of, it's one of those like delicate type hazies. You could just like sip on, yeah, like you'd be able to session this, I reckon. It's, it's really good. Like I expected it to be good, but it's like better than I thought. It's got like there's this, as I say with tropical fruit, sometimes it's really hard to pick some of the weird ones out. This one's got like a there's like this real sort of sweet, zingy sort of fruit in there, and I can't pick out what it is. It's probably like, yeah, I always like fruits like papaya and guava and that. It's almost like I need to try the actual fruits again to remember what they taste like. You're a tart. What's on for today, Bumpy? Having a drink? So after this, I've got a quick shop I need to do, but I'm going to jump on Drury's at some stage. Public holiday, yeah, boy. Yeah, this is really good. I rate it highly. Bitterness, not much at all. But yeah, it's got that like grassiness. It's dank. I'm not really getting pine. It's mainly just yeah, huge tropical fruit and citrus. But yeah, I like that mouthfeel. Quite nice. Cheers, Tanner, bro. Good to see you. Not sure what you're doing, but if you're having a beer, I might see you at some stage. So the next one, time to get ruined. Quadruple West Coast. I don't know when the last time was I had a quad Westie, but let's hope it's balanced well, because sometimes they can be too much. But yeah, it's probably a good thing it's in the smaller can. Sweet, dude. Yeah, the only reason I need to do a quick shop is I just want to get some smasher beers. So I've just got all hype in the fridge and like starting to get a bit lower, and most of them I want to review. And today, like being a public holiday and want to watch the football and that, I just want some beers I can just put down without having to worry about reviews and photos and all that shit. So yeah, let's get into this Westie, or should I say quad Westie. It's going to turn me from sober to smashed very quickly. And yeah, I'm just using the same glass for all three. I do have two Deeds glasses, but the other one I can't find. So let's go. I better be very careful with the pour on this one, being such a massive beer. So yeah, the hops on this one too are Simcoe, Chinook, and HBC 522. Let's hope that whatever 522 is, it's a very piney, bitter hop. So here in the glass, it's got that old school Westie colour to it, that bright orange. It's about a one finger head. Looks similar sort of body to the other one, like medium. Carbonation, you're not really seeing too much. But yeah, I'm excited because it's got that look about it, like it's going to have like that caramel backbone. I'm sick of these modern Westies. Give me the old stuff. So yeah, I'm getting like a caramel and bready backbone. I'm getting pine. As far as fruit goes, there's not too much going on. It just smells really malty and piney. Not that that's a bad thing. It's actually good. Yeah, piney, grassy, sort of more of like that dry, like spruce tip, pine needle. Smells good. I got a feeling it's going to be big, huge, like sweet malt. Rocket fuel. I better take that comment off. Bumpy's drinking Jamaican beers. Cheers, Josh. Good to see you, brother. Be sharing a beer with you, no doubt. I was probably going to go to Drewey's after this. Might be getting like a touch of apricot, perhaps. I'm going in. Cheers, boys. Quad Westie coming right up. It's actually got more of a mouthfeel than the last one. I would say medium to full. It's quite boozy. It's got like a real sort of sweet, rich malt. Yeah, like that caramel toffee, almost like a brown bread sort of thing. It's quite piney, which is good. Yeah, I reckon I'm getting like a hint of stone fruit, maybe some grapefruit, but yeah, it's definitely more about the malt. The malt definitely takes center stage, if you will. But yeah, quite boozy. You definitely know you're drinking something that's like 12%. Farewell, Deeds. I loved you. I wish you had not left. And this hat here is my retro working title hat. Working title of one of my favourite Brisbane breweries. They're one of those breweries like if I lived if I lived in that city, I'd be there all the time. All right. Two really good blokes that own it, and it's like sort of like Korean inspired restaurant. And yeah, they do heaps of styles of beers, but their Westies are like really fucking good. So with Deeds finishing up, apparently they had a shitload of barrels, just like yeah, heaps of awesome impy stouts in like various different types of barrels, and now the race is on with all the bars and that around, or even other breweries around Melbourne, trying to acquire all these different barrels. Like, so yeah, we might see some really good stuff on tap in some of the Melbourne bars in the coming sort of year. They're always, yeah, always experimenting with different styles, and they definitely had like some really awesome imperial stouts. So yeah, that's why I'm excited about that next beer. The only problem is it's not barrel aged. It's more of like a pastry stout. Would have been unreal if it was like bourbon barrel. But yeah, definitely getting Chinook in this one. Those old school sea hops, they're so good with this style. And here comes the dogs up behind me. Anyway, that was a brilliant Westie. But yeah, very, very malty. Almost, yeah, it's almost like venturing sort of barley wine territory. So yeah, we'll go the old stout next. Cheers for the encouragement, dude. I feel like I need to rinse the glass out after that one. So yeah, super massive black hole, Milky Way pastry imperial stout at 12%. And yeah, those who know the song by Muse, and I think it was made popular. I think it was on the Twilight movie. I never watched those movies, but let's go in. Ooh, geez, they've topped it up. I reckon the can felt quite tight, and when I've opened it, it was nearly spilling over the edge. You always got to lick that part of the can where it's spilling over. So yeah, inspired by. I thought it was Snickers, but it says Milky Way. I'm sure it'd be Snickers because it says nuts. Yeah, cocoa, almond, and vanilla. Milky Ways in Australia, they don't have nuts in them, whereas Snickers do. I think in America, you guys have different names for them. I got a feeling the Milky Way in America is different to what it is here. So, in the glass, it's, I wouldn't say jet black. It's got a slight tan sort of tinge to it. The head is slightly tan as well, about a one finger. It looks like it's probably medium body. Yeah, it's got that sort of like creamy appearance to it, but let's see how it goes. Let's go a little whiffy. And yeah, Deeds have always made some really good stouts, so hopefully this one's up there. It smells more sweet than roasty. I'm getting like milk chocolate, caramel. It's like a biscuity sort of touch. I'm not really getting any sort of nutty quality on the nose. It's pretty much, yeah, milk chocolate and caramel. Sweet, but yeah, like there's a little bit of roastiness there, but it's more sweet. Cheers, Paul, brother. Good to see you. Cheers, Levi. Hope you're having a good day. I'm sure you are. If not, you will make it a good day. It's definitely got those pastry vibes. And yeah, like smelling that last beer, it's like you know it's a big boozy boy, whereas this one, it's like it doesn't have that. They're the same ABV, but just because of the style, you're not really getting booziness on this one. Cheers, Angie. So yeah, I'm going in. That is fucking delicious. It's actually quite creamy. It's definitely got those candy bar vibes. Chocolate, caramel, vanilla. Still not getting a nutty sort of characteristic, but yeah, vanilla definitely on the flavour. I've sort of gone off adjunct stouts recently. I like a stout just to be like your old school, like Russian Imperial, all about the malt. I think there's just so many shit ones out there, but when you get a good one like this, like well executed, it's like, yeah, I can still enjoy this sort of thing. It's actually like quite good balance. On the nose, it was like quite sweet. But yeah, once you sort of have that first taste, you get like a sort of a pop of vanilla, but you're also getting the roastiness. And I'd say the booze is like, you definitely get a hint of it, but say if I was blind tasting this, I'd probably think it's around the 10% mark, not 12. Fuck, it's tasty. Yeah, see, this would be the sort of beer I'd love to give someone to get, like if they've never had a stout before, or they're new to craft beer or whatever. I mean, they go, oh, 12%, I'm not touching that, but just the flavors in it. It's like, if you're a fan of, yeah, like your Mars bars, your Snickers, your Milky Way, like that sort of stuff, it's just that in beer form. So fucking tasty. And yeah, it's like Deeds have been so good with so many styles over the years. Just fucking sucks that, yeah, the damn pandemic. But I blame Aussie taxes as well. It's fucking ridiculous. We've got like we're the third most fucking outrageous alcoholic taxes in the world. And it's like the fucking Prime Minister here, he's actually involved in the craft beer industry. Like, he's part owner of a brewery. And it's like, why the fuck is he screwing over his own industry? Fuck him. But yeah, it's damn shame that they've finished up. Sucks majorly because, yeah, I was always a fan. I've quite often bought beers from them direct, or yeah, like some of my favorite bars, when I do a big order of like mixed stuff, Deeds were always one of the first that I'd put in my basket, sort of thing. So yeah, I just hope it doesn't happen to too many others, but it's a bleak world as far as craft beer goes, and all around the world there's bloody breweries closing down all the time. They just need to start looking after small businesses more. Fuck all these AB InBev and all these dickheads. Man, that's good. So yeah, what I might do is I'll just go back and try all three again and just give a score. And yeah, thanks everyone for chiming in on this lovely Monday morning, but Sunday for all you guys. This is where I need that little water station where you clean your glass out and you go to your next beer. So yeah, I'll go back to the hazy, which was the collab with Superflux, 6.5%. Really like this one. I hope it tastes all right after some stout in the glass. My washing machine, I don't know if you can hear it, but it's going nuts. It's having a good time. Yeah, they always had good can art, Angie. Sometimes some real good stuff. They a lot of their dark beers and that, they'd sort of be inspired by like rock and metal. But yeah, just their tap room. When they built the tap room, it was like something out of James Bond. It looked fucking phenomenal. And I just remember going there just after that it opened, and like, yeah, went there with a mate, and yeah, like there was like a small group of us, and yeah, we I think a couple of them had food. I don't think I did, but just sitting there was like so good. It was like if I lived near this place, I'd be here all the time. But yeah, it was on the other side of Melbourne from where I'm at. Yeah, they had to fight for ages to get council permits, and that sort of screwed them over as well. Like this multi-million-dollar venue, and kept getting pushed back. And but yeah, that's pretty much their demise. They were smashing it with like their sales and their beers and doing really well, and then they've obviously went that next step. We've got to build an awesome brew pub and do food and all that, and it was just the shittest timing because they did it and then the pandemic hit. And yeah, it would have just been so hard to recover. Get it in, yeah. So yeah, the hazy. What's it called? La Nina. La Nina. I don't know what that means, but it's good that they've done a collab with Superflux. Because yeah, as I said, one of my favourite Canadian breweries. All three beers are fucking unreal. What a way to go out, honestly. I'm giving Lenina Hazy IPA. Let me put my glass down. I'm giving Lenina the Hazy IPA at 6.5%. Collab with Superflux, a 4.5 out of 5. It is fucking delicious. It's a classic Deeds Hazy. So good. I love that soft mouth feel. Yeah, it was like tropical citrus. It had that white wine character. Just really nice. Really like an awesome sort of sessionable hazy you keep going back to. That was good. Westy boy. Paul, if you're still there, brother, I reckon you'd get around this bad boy. A quad Westy. Got to go light on that pour. Cheers, Mark. Good to see you, brother. It's been a while. We'll have to have a beer again soon, dude. So yeah, the quad Westy. The multi boy. I'm going to be walking down to the supermarket quite drunk. Yeah, that sweet caramel malt and the booziness, I don't mind. I mean, it's to 12% Westy. If you don't expect booze, you are kidding yourself. But yeah, I love how it's a real piney boy. Touch of stone fruit, maybe a touch of grapefruit. It's good. It's good stuff. Score wise for this one, I like it, but probably wouldn't rate it as high as that last beer. I'd say for this, I'd go about a 4.3 out of 5. So yeah, 4.34. Quantum Entanglement. Quadruple West Coast IPA, 12%. And yeah, as I said, probably a good thing it's in a small can, that one. because it's going to mess you up. It's going to be a big day. So back to the great song by Muse. Supermassive black hole. Milky Way Pastry Imperial Stout, 12%. Now that is some rad can artwork. In we go. Let's go a little bit this time. So yeah, this beer was phenomenal. So I need a secondary taste and smell. Confectionery. Ah, I think I've finally got a little nut smell. A little nut. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of nuttiness now in the aroma, so it's slightly changed. You're still getting huge milk chocolate and caramel. Anyway, I'm going in. Cheers, boys and girls. I love how that vanilla just goes whoop. Yeah, I think as it warms, you're going to get like that almond quality come through. So I'm starting to get it slightly. But yeah, that is a fantastic beer. All three beers really good, but I think this is my pick of the bunch. And how would I score it? That is the question. What am I going to do with this glass? If they don't do beers anymore, I'm not going to use this glass anymore. So yeah, with this one, I reckon I'm going to go a 4.65. Fuck, it's good. Very good. 4.65 out of 5. And I don't know if they barrel age this, but if I've heard that there's a barrel aged version of this getting around, because it wouldn't surprise me, I will be running to get it because it would be fucking unreal. I could only imagine like a bourbon barrel aged version of this. Pardon me. Just the caramel and vanilla qualities in this, like with some bourbon barrel aging. Ooh, yeah, boy. Yeah. So what did I say? 4.65. Good stuff. So yeah, we'll probably wrap it up there. Um I'd say this will probably be the last Deed stream I do. I thought the other one would be, but you never know. Let's hope that something eventuates and then they, I don't know, reopen or someone else buys them or something happens. Like I'm not sure what's going on. I'm pretty sure these are the three last beers they brewed or three of. But yeah, damn shame. Everyone needs to support their local craft beers, get around them, and hope that more of this doesn't happen. So thanks for chiming in, boys and girls, and we'll see you on the next one.